Here we go. Tank versus Frank. This was from June of 2024. So this was the first time we saw Gervonta Davis in a while. We definitely expected him to get off to a slow start here. This is the first time we saw him since the Ryan fight 14 months earlier. Frank Martin looked really good leading up to this fight, highly ranked looked really good until the quote unquote win, air quotes, against Artem Haratunian the year before. That was a unanimous decision that was debatable, but Haratunian ultimately gave it up in round 12, but not a great night for Frank Martin. Frank Martin, more of a counterpuncher comparatively than Ryan Garcia. Different type of matchup. Also southpaw versus southpaw, which you don't see often from Tank Davis. Good counter by Frank Martin here. Davis opens up a little bit, lands a jab. Nice jab. Slow motion here. Lands a jab. Shells up in the corner. He knows something is coming. It's the right hand. Boom. Lands a left hand there. Tank backs up, repositions himself, and off we go. Frank Martin did some good things in this fight. Some people had him ahead at the time he, spoiler alert, eventually got stopped, which we will get to how that happened. Look at Frank Martin here. Slow motion. Left hand. Completely shifts all the way to Gervonta Davis's right. Could not go more to Gervonta Davis's right. Could not go further away from that left hand. Wants no parts of it. No parts of it. Don't blame him. Yeah, and that's defense. That's understanding your opponent, understanding their skills. He was landing on Tank. Remember, Tank had some swelling at the end of this. And you kind of see it right here. Look at that. Right here. That ain't makeup. There's a left hand. Tank opens up a little bit. You get another look at the swelling there. Nice combo from Frank Martin. Look at this. There's a jab. There's a left. And then boom, ends the combination with a jab. Old school. That's beautiful stuff. Oof. And that's what Frank Martin is trying to look out for. There's a jab. Well, it's really measuring to try to throw this left hand over the top. Tank has that well scouted. Southpaw and southpaw crime, he knows. Boom. That left uppercut. We know Tank loves this. Boom. Not a lot of damage there, but it tells you what he's sort of looking for, the looks that he's trying to present. Seeing what works, seeing what doesn't, seeing what he could establish. I didn't catch that. I did not catch that. Hold on. Remember, referring to Frank Martin moving so far onto Gervonta Davis's right side that he couldn't, that there's no possible way the left hand was coming after this. So he throws whatever it was he throws. I forgot at this point. And Tank, he notices how much he moved, how far he moved, and Tank starts. I don't care if you like Tank or not. And a lot of people don't, and I get it. And a lot of people do, and I get it. That shit is funny, regardless. Both of these guys have each other pretty well scouted. They did their homework. They do a lot of prep. Oof. Look again, saw this in round 1, slow motion. Here's Frank. There's that jab, measuring stick. Again, it's the same exact sequence. Frank Martin trying to measure this left hand. Boom. Doesn't catch it, but he's setting him up there. Keep that in mind. You could feel Gervonta Davis stalking him a little bit more, pressuring him a little bit more, trying to get Frank Martin onto the ropes, doing so successfully, opening up a little bit more gradually. Has his hand on his head as a measuring stick. Triple jab. Keeps his right hand. Keeps his right hand on Tank's head as a measuring stick. And then boom. Anytime he's trying to throw that left hand behind the jab, behind just sort of pawing his jab out there to just measure and throw that powerful left, Tank is responding with an uppercut. Like that big uppercut that he likes to throw, that he caught Jose Pedraza with, that he's caught others with in the past. Leo Santa Cruz. Jose Pedraza was the first name to come to mind. I mean, I was there for that one. That's probably why. By this time, Tank is turning the fight in his favor. He's throwing more. He's opening up more. This is yet another fight where I bet on Gervonta Davis to win between rounds 7 through 12. This is what Tank does. He stops people and he does it late. Frank Martin doesn't look bad here either, but the pressure is starting to get to him a little bit more. But Frank Martin has started trying to stay true to his base, but as Tank opens up more, it's getting a little bit more challenging. He's continuing to circle. He's trying to stay out of the way from that powerful left hand. Nice combination there. Oof, catches one there though on the inside. Look at this. There's a jab. He throws a straight left. It lands, but you feel that left hand a little bit more, has a kind of reaction to it, wants to get out of the way of that. He gets the better of this slight exchange here. So he's at range. He's at the range where he's comfortable. Tank, high guard again. Boom, not tight enough. So Frank Martin gets through, gets out of the way of that left hand again. And Tank not throwing the right hand here. Maybe, you could say he should, because this has already happened a few times. He tries to throw to the left, wants no parts of this left hand. Oh, it's getting close. You could feel it as you're watching it, also live as it's happening. Frank Martin, again, just kind of measures. There's a big left, bong, uppercut, and then the right hand after it. So Tank adds something because he sees that Frank Martin smothered the other left uppercuts that he's thrown in that situation, and then pops back up. And when you pop back up quickly like that, something overhand could just tag you, and Tank recognizes that. Bong. See, Frank Martin just hangs around there a little bit too long. He takes the shot well, but hung around there a little bit too long. So Frank Martin gets caught on the ropes. Right hook, left uppercut. That is a southpaw staple. Just a beautiful combination if you got it. And sometimes you throw the left uppercut before the right hook. But here it is. Boom. Left uppercut. He was trying to find it earlier. It lands. Frank Martin is staggered badly on the ropes. And then boom, take that left hand with you. And he goes down, and that's it. Just flat on his back. Bong. He looked like he saw the left coming, and he just couldn't physically just get out of the way of it. And then one more time, here it is. Boom. Right hook, left uppercut. Boom. Gervonta Davis is an undeniably great talent who we want to see more from. I think Gervonta Davis has more boxing ability than his detractors would want to admit. I want to see him fight Shakur Stevenson, and I think this is the frustration with the Gervonta Davis sort of arc. He's great. He looks like he can beat anybody, but you want to see him fight the best. Isaac Cruz is a good win. Leo Santa Cruz, weight class difference, but that's a good win nonetheless. Jose Pedraza was undefeated at the time and still made a good career for himself, winning a championship again. But you don't want those to be the best wins on his resume. You want to see him fight Shakur Stevenson. To me, that's the fight I want to see more than any other fight in boxing right now. Gervonta Davis, Shakur Stevenson. The best of the best at lightweight. Who wins that? I don't know. There's a world where he can't land on Shakur Stevenson and it becomes a boring-ish fight. Shakur Stevenson decision or 8-4 or something along those lines. And there's a world where Shakur Stevenson does all the boxing possible and then Gervonta Davis just catches him in round 8. And that's it. We don't know. But that's the fight we need. So I think Gervonta Davis is pound for pound worthy. Definitely worthy of being in that top 10 list. He's great. His skills are tremendous. His power is awesome. His ability is underrated. But you want more. You want to see him fight the best of the best because he deserves to be fighting the best of the best because his skills warrant him being one of the best of the best. Tank versus Shakur. That's the fight we want. That's the fight we deserve to get. That's all we have for today. Thank you for watching. Please continue to support, like, comment, subscribe, donate, all the different things. And we'll talk again very soon.